had just my regular 6-monthly scan, and I was sitting in the waiting room, and one of the receptionists brought out the report and put it in the envelope. So I just took it out to have a quick read. I thought, oh, there's a lump back in my liver, and I read it. No, it says brain. So just minutes before I saw the oncologist, I found out myself. So when I walked in there, I was in a state of shock. So when I first was diagnosed with cancer, I was 41. I'm now 55, so it's been a lot of years living with cancer. My son's quite open to, oh yeah, how are your scans, and interested in results. He just started high school when it had metastasized, so that was a really hard time for him, starting in high school and having a mum sick again. So, and then he came back again. The brain is also, why is this happening to us? Why does it keep happening?
Thank you so much for coming in.
I'm a radiation oncologist that looks after patients with brain tumours. So I am part of our stereotactic group. I was one of the doctors that initiated the treatment implementation here at St George Hospital a few years ago. Very excited to be looking forward to some new projects in development.
So the process at the moment is that the patients will come in for their simulation session. At the moment, for these patients with brain metastases, that involves getting both a CT and an MRI scan. The patient will then go home, and they'll usually come back for their treatment about 1 week later. The treatment will be anywhere from 1 to 3 treatment sessions. In between that time, the physics team, the radiation oncology team, and the radiation therapy team are responsible for creating the bespoke patient treatment plan for that patient. It's quite a labour-intensive process, which is why it takes us about a week to get everything done, and physics to be able to check that it's all being done correctly. And then that patient will come back 1 week later for their first treatment session.
The weight freaks me out. Yeah, because you're wondering, is the cancer getting bigger? And you start thinking about being on that radiation table, having a tied down. You can't move. And I can imagine for some people who are claustrophobic, that must be absolutely horrific thinking about it. So that week, it does awful things to your mental health.
So we were successful in getting a grant from the SSMRF, which is the St George and Sutherland Medical Research Foundation, to help get our same-day simulation to treatment workflow off the ground for patients who are coming in for treatment for their brain metastases.
Just the time in between treatment is a lot of uncertain time. So I think actually consolidating the time is actually a great benefit psychologically.
I think that's for mental health, that's a big winner.
Yeah, no, I think so too. So we've also got some advantages in terms of avoiding growth of the tumour, which I think is a really important thing. And it's just very tidy for us to be able to have a flow and efficient from morning to night time to have that completed within the same day or day.
We're really interested in trying to get things done both in an efficient manner, but also in a really accurate manner as well. So this type of funding for this project is really important because it allows us to get patients on treatment really quickly. And also from a patient perspective as well, that mental burden of, coming in for their first session and finding out what the path is for their treatment, to be able to get that action really quickly, and getting that down to the same day, I think will help a lot.
I think this trial would be absolutely amazing because patients don't have to come back that extra visit.
Yeah, to be able to offer these types of treatments to patients and, having a first in the world type of clinical trial that we're able to do, it's something that I never would have imagined being a part of, even 5 years ago.
The scan, the fitting of the mask, and the radiation all on one day, that would just be amazing.
Grants are very vital for us to move forward with our work. I would like to say a very, very big thank you on behalf of our project staff and also the department to the Southern Cancer Care Foundation and also the St George and Sutherland Medical Research Foundation. We're extremely grateful for the funding.